Hello, my name is Seth Kerr, and I'm on my third interview for the Southwestern Advantage program, which is here. Now, there's a series of questions that I need to answer, and I feel this would be the best way to answer these questions. The first question is, why did I choose Southwestern Advantage over every other possibility that I have? Well, the biggest part is because, well, honestly, there's no jobs back home where I live. And it's been very difficult for me to find a job here. And even if I was able to find a job here, I don't feel it would give me the experience and the benefits that Southwestern offers. And it also asks what will be the most challenging and difficult parts of this. I think the most challenging part of this will be the traveling. Traveling can be hard and can be rough. I also feel that the rejection is probably going to have its toll. But I feel like these areas are going to really push me even further beyond where I was and where I am now, because having difficulties, it creates a perfect environment to challenge yourself to do better. That if I may come back from the first week only having 2 sales, that I'm going to look at and I'm going to try to figure out what I did wrong. I'm going to ask people, what do you do to get sales? What are you doing when you're approaching people? That it's going to create an incentive for me to move forward and better myself through the program. And the way I'm going to get through these challenges, like I said, I'm going to ask people, what are they doing? How are they doing so well? What did they do in their first summer? How did they deal with these things? And I feel that through that connection with the network of people that we'll be dealing with and meeting with, that my overall success is going to be a lot greater, and the benefits from it are going to be absolutely enormous. Not only the work ethic, but the even better ability to problem solve, to overcome obstacles, and find a better way around things. And the reason I should be selected for this team is because, number one, I'm a team player. I've done sports throughout high school, and the biggest part that makes me a team player is I've gone through military training. In military training, we learn the very essence of teamwork. Having our battle buddy, meaning that somebody that we would never leave, that we always had somebody by our side wherever we went. Because if we went down, we could rely on them to help us out, to get us back up where we needed to go. So that's the background that I have for teamwork, and I feel like it would make me an even better team player and a better leader for my team. Now, also makes me a good candidate to be part of the team is at at my advanced individual training for the military, I achieved these 2 awards. This is my diploma for the Quartermaster School in Fort Lee, Virginia. This gold stamp down here represents an honor graduate stamp. That means I have the potential, and I've shown my potential to succeed and be very great at what I do, especially when it comes to learning new skills and putting them to the test. Now, the second one is this. It's a certificate of achievement for being a squad leader, student squad leader, meaning that out of the people in my class, I was selected to be a squad leader, and I was the first line squad leader, which would be the first person to take over as the platoon guide if they were absent. Now, this also signifies that I had the ability to lead. Now, because I could lead, I was put in this position, which means I was a team player, which means I helped my team out become successful. And so that is why I would be a good addition to the team. Now, commitment is the next question about what it means to me. What commitment means to me is setting goals, setting a purpose for why you're doing something, and no matter what the circumstances are, that you follow through, even if you're hurt, if you're sick, if you just don't want to be there, you still stick through and you follow through on what you told people you were going to do. And that's what commitment means to me. And that's how it applies to this program, because I'm going to be away from home, a long ways away from home. And it would be easy to give up this program, to drive home. But having commitment in this program means I'm going to stick through even when I'm homesick. Even when I get rejected, I'm still going to follow through with the commitment I made to sell these books, to sell this product, to make connections with these people. Because there's more at stake than just money. There's friendships, there's future connections, and great bonding moments, and business and life experience that can be learned through all of this. So, it says there are 3 things we ask you promise yourself and promise us before we agree to work together. These things are work ethic. To have a good work ethic, meaning being able to put in the hours, being able to complete the task despite how hard it is. It's about having integrity, which is one of the 7 Army values, which I was taught and was very ingrained, is doing what's right even when it hurts. So, and even though it would hurt and it would be very painful to put in 80-hour weeks, it would be worth it. And having the work ethic to go through this is something that I can promise. I've gone through a lot harder things, such as basic training. I've been through moments where it would have been easy to give up and just go home, like when I was on crutches at basic training. A lot of people thought I wasn't going to make it, but I pushed through to make it. Another thing it asks me to promise is to be coachable, being able to be humble and just admit that I really don't know that much about what I'm going into. And honestly, I don't. I have a little bit of business background, but nothing selling any product like this. And this is a point where I'm willing to sit down, I'm willing to learn, and take the bull by the horns and just do it. And just take everything to heart and put it into practice. Last thing is being committed. I have to commit myself not only to this program, but to these other 2 things. Because having my commitment means I'm going to have a work ethic to go through these 80-hour weeks. Even though it's going to be hard, even though there's going to be late nights, that it's going to be worth it in the end. And that I have to be able to see these goals to be able to get through. And I feel like I'm going to be able to do that. So, this is why I feel I should be selected for the program. I'm very coachable, I'm very teachable. As seen that I've gone through situations where I didn't know anything, and I had to start from the ground up. I learned and I succeeded. I became a squad leader and an honor graduate because of that coachability and teachability. And even through my experience playing sports, the only way I was going to go from running a 2-minute 30-second 800-meter dash was to just admit that I wasn't any good at running and that I needed somebody to coach me, to teach me how to run better. And through that, I was able, by the end of my time of running in track, I was able to get my running time down to a 2-minute and 10-second 800, which is a good improvement. So that's why I think I should be selected for this program. Thank you.